Good evening. The bar at the center of a violent sexual assault allegation and the focus of numerous protests has been ordered closed by the city. Officials say it is a voluntary closure by the owner of College Street Bar. The owner is also one of the accused.
And what we need to make sure as a city government is, are we doing all we can to protect the public interest?
Councillor Mike Layton was one of the driving forces at council to make this happen. The bar will be closed until May 12th, and the owner, Gavin McMillan, and employee Enzo De Jesus Carrasco must stay away from the bar. The situation will be reviewed at that time. Now, Layton says there had been prior concerns with the bar, and the sexual assault allegations finally forced them to move.
This isn't a course we take often, but in extreme circumstances and in ones with details as horrific as this, I think it's the appropriate action to take.
The controversy began when police laid 16 charges against McMillan and Carrasco over the alleged gang sexual assault and forcible confinement of a 24-year-old woman at the bar on December 14th. The bar reopened, but was hit by protests, many organized by the Sexual Assault Action Coalition. Its founder, Victoria Bell, was ill tonight and could not comment on camera, but did send us this statement that reads in part, "After a month of fighting to ensure that their doors remained closed, fighting to keep the public safe and this establishment accountable to its patrons, we feel a small but mighty victory on behalf of all survivors of sexual assault and violence. There's more work to be done, but this is a step into the light during a time of a lot of darkness for us all." Will they be able to reopen, or what will happen?
Well, in 4 months, I think we'll have to see where we are in the investigation and trial, as well as what steps the AGCO takes when there are matters like this.
Layton says he would like to see the province's Alcohol and Gaming Commission revoke the bar's license and also tighten up the rules for situations such as this. With the owner only charged and not convicted, is the city overstepping its boundaries and facing a possible lawsuit? One lawyer says no.
If they had legal counsel helping them and agreeing to this, I don't think there's going to be any recourse at all. The legislation is pretty clear that you do not need a criminal conviction for the municipality and the licensing people to step in.
Now, Ari Goldkind adds, this doesn't mean we will see the city closing venues for lesser violations such as noise. As for people on College, they're mixed about the move by the city.
I'm not sure, maybe taking the owner out of the bar and having someone else step in his place would be the more appropriate action rather than closing the bar, because if he is found innocent and he gets out and his business is closed.
That is an allegation that obviously never sits well with the general public. It's erring on the side of caution kind of makes sense, may not necessarily be justified though.
And the accused have been released on bail. They're scheduled to be back in court next Monday.